Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Meloncita, and today I am going to show you all of the planners and notebooks that I have been using for January and going into February. So if you're interested in seeing what I've been using, then keep watching. So I've gotten inspiration from Heart Breathings here on YouTube. She does a notebook challenge every month where she kind of is trying to use up all of her notebooks and journals and now planners. I think she's included in there. I'm trying to use up all of her like shopping her stash and using all of her like all of her stock, and so I kind of wanted to kind of go through the stuff that I've been using, things that I'm working on, and just giving an idea of that. So this is a pretty hefty stack. There are two other ones that I haven't put on here, but they're my photo memory ones. I don't really need to show that right now because also they're not ready. So those are the things that those are the projects I don't really touch on like daily, but these are kind of the ones that are kind of in my regular rotation. So I'm actually going to start from the bottom. So this is my planner. I haven't moved it into the bigger planner yet. So this is just on mini discs that I have, and it was traveling with me. So when I was in LA, I had my planner with me because it has my planner and my budget, and some notebook paper so that I could do my Moxie Life, my goals, and my HB90 setup. I guess I can show this. So this is also like part of this notebook. I just haven't moved it out of here, but I might actually keep it because it's been working. But this is my HB90 system. I have my post-it notes here and my post-it notes on this side. The finished ones are down here. And I'm actually planning to make and fold these into cranes, like paper cranes, and keep them in a jar, so that at the end of the year I can see like how many that I created. So if you're not familiar with the HB90 system, it's a productivity system by Heart Breathings here on YouTube, where she uses a Kanban board. It's like a 90-day system, like a quarterly system, to help you keep track of your projects and to keep you moving forward, keep the momentum going. I've used it for a couple of years now, and so this time I'm like really honing in and focusing on it. But yeah, and then I also these are like the to do, and this is like the currently working on this. Just use like a Happy Planner dashboard. I think this is from like one of the boxes from a long time ago. But I have what I'm currently working on the dashboard in the middle here. So, and then I have my budget planner, which I don't typically show. And then this is just paper back here. That I was using for my Moxie Life goals and stuff like that. So this will be hopefully moved into the big planner at some point, but for now it's actually been kind of nice working in this smaller, skinnier one. The next kind of notebook that I have been in is what I'm calling my like media journal or my hobby journal. I had a media journal before where I kept track of like the books, the video games, and the music that I was listening to throughout the year. So this is an example of like one of the pages when I was reading A Light in the Flame. When I'm reading, I like to kind of write down my initial thoughts as I read each day. I read very little each day, but like usually I have multiple books at once. So it's more of like not like a review journal, but more of like my reading thoughts, I guess. And so here's like another example, another book. This paper is from AM Paper and Art Co. It's from her bookish box, so I don't think it's available right now. But this is usually what I have listed on here. It's like the title, the author, the genre, if it's in a series, when it was published, when I started it, and when I finished it, and if it's like why I chose that book. This one was like a book club book. So this I wanted to update, well, not update, but here's like A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms that I'm reading right now. This is like the first book, Hedge Knight. So this is going strong. I'm also reading Becoming, the first Michelle Obama's like first autobiography or memoir. And so I'm reading that as well. And then this was The Distance Between Us that I finished. Usually I will decorate this a little bit more, but I think I'm deciding whether I want to keep it in this or combine it all together in here. So we'll see. I did create this at first and then I forgot that I had this. So that's why I have two. But this is mainly like blank paper and stuff like that. And yeah, it's because I have a bunch of filler paper. So that is my media journal right now. I'm not playing any video games currently that is like worth documenting. Like I was playing Megabonk, but I don't really need to document that. And for music, I haven't really been listening to anything new. So this month I want to really get some new music in to listen to. But yeah, so oh yeah, see, this was for Doom from like last 2 years ago or whatever, when I was playing Traveler's Rest as well. That was a fun game. Anyway, so that's my media journal. Still going strong, hopefully. My next journal is my A5 daily, my daily highlights journal. This is the Aura Estelle daily magnet planner. It's great. I've been keeping pretty up consistently with it, I would say, especially now that I'm back home with like my stickers and everything. I used to have the last year I used the 365, and that one was great and fine, but there's something about having the dated pages already for me that makes it a lot easier to keep up with the daily. I don't know what it is. There's just something about that, as well as having this section too. So what I've been doing is I've been using this as kind of like a 3 main things that happened in the day, a little letter to myself when the week is done, and then this is where I just list all of the things that happened in the day. Yeah, I guess this was like a couple of days ago. So this is like an example of like what I do. Like I said, like throughout the day, it's just everything that happened in the day, any news that I have, whether it's personal or mostly in the world, just to keep track of it somewhere. And on the top is where I'd have like the daily highlight of like an appointment, or if I start a book, finish a book, go somewhere new, things like that. Like I said, this is where I would keep like the daily highlight of each day. And this is also helpful for me when I do my creative vertical, because I will look at this and I will see what happened in the week, and that's what will determine like the kind of stickers that I use for the stickers or the sticker kit that I want to use for that week. So that is also really helpful compared to the 365 that I used last year. So I love this daily journal. I still need to decorate it, and I will do that soon. Now that I'm back home with all of my stickers, I'm going to do that real soon. So be on the lookout for that. And the last one is kind of like the newest edition. So this is what I'm going to be, what I was calling like it's like not like graveyard, but there was another word I was thinking of using. Maybe like a Second Life kind of book or something like that. It's basically where old stickers in kits that I use that I'm not using anymore, or like I finished using, can go in here. Actually, I recently saw someone's post. I need to find their name, but I'm using my phone to record. But their Instagram, I need to find it. I liked it because she called it like a graveyard washi, and it was basically like a page in, I think, her journal or in her planner, where whenever she would use like the ends or the cut up of washi, she would put it there, and then at the end it would be like a beautiful collage. Oh, I have to find it. Because I was like, oh, that's exactly what I was thinking of. But maybe I will just call this graveyard, like a graveyard journal. That's why I picked like these are from Paper Haunt. This is a local death metal band. This is from AM and Paper Art Co. And this is an old journal that I had that was given to me. So this is like an example of what like it looks like. There's no like reasoning behind it. Like I think, oh yeah, this D came out from one of the sticker books because I didn't need it. I misspelled one of the headers that I wanted to use. I had an extra D, and so I chucked it into here. One of the spreads that I did in my creative vertical was the Lunar New Year spread, and I the Year of the Tiger was a couple of years ago, but I still had like the other stickers that I wanted to use, but I couldn't really use that because it was last year. So it's not the Year of the Tiger for last year. So I just chucked it into here. And then also because it's really important for me to date things, I date when I put this in. So like this was 2/5, and I would use the boxes of like what I was, using it for. This is another example of one. So these are like Sticker Guru stickers from the monthly kits. I use their monthly kits for my creative vertical, and so I didn't need this many boxes. Some of the scripts, actually a lot of the scripts I didn't use, so I just put them in here. And then in that creative vertical, because I use photos, I put the washi tape in here that I didn't need anymore. So like I said, there's really no like rhyme. There's no reason. It's just a place for me to put the stuff. And I don't know. I think this was just a random sticker sheet that I found like on my desk that I saw that it was like halfway, and I was like, let me just use that too. And so it's just a place to put things down. And there's just something kind of fun about that, where it's just like, you don't have to really think about it. You just put it wherever it fits. And, yeah, I just started it recently, and I found this journal. I was going to use something else. I think I was going to use a happy planner, but I was like, I don't know. There's something about like a bound book getting kind of fluffy like that that's really satisfying for me. And it's not like I'm like taking pages out and putting things in. So having it in this kind of journal was the perfect idea for me, or the perfect like fit for it. So yeah, that was my graveyard journal, and here are all my other journals that I was using for this month. I'll probably continue using this. I don't think there's going to be any changes to any of these journals, so hopefully at the end of this month, it'll either stay the same, and there won't be any additions. Hopefully, that's like my end goal, is to not add anymore because I really don't need to. If I need to do something, I can find it in my stash. At least that's the goal. Oh, there is one more thing I wanted to mention. So one of the other things that I wanted to mention was in this media journal. I was like, I wanted to call it a hobby journal because I wanted to also keep track of like the different hobbies that I want to pick up. So I want to get back into cross stitching. I want to learn embroidery. I want to get into sewing. I have my sewing machine and I have all this stuff. And I have like a bunch of like these smaller crafting kits that I want to do. So for each month, I'm going to try to do a craft a month. And it'll make sense when I show you, but I have a lot of these little tiny ones that are super cute. So this is the Hello Kitty and Friends cross stitch kit. We think we found this at Nordstrom Rack. I saw it like on the side, like when you're going down the aisle to pay, like they always get me with something, and this was one of those things. So this actually comes with a mini book with cross stitching instructions with the 4 patterns for Hello Kitty, Kuropi, My Melody, and Kuromi. 3 squares of the cloth with a hoop, needles, and the thread. So I'm probably gonna do Hello Kitty first. She's so cute, and so it's really tiny. So I feel like it's not a lot of pressure. It should be pretty quick to get through this project, but you never know. So this is going to be my craft of the month, is this Hello Kitty and Friends cross stitch. I miss cross stitching. I used to cross stitch all the time, but now with a baby, it's just hard to like sit down and focus on that. And so this should be small enough for me to just like pick up and put down whenever I need to. So yeah, hopefully at the end of this month, you will see all of these journals still here and this finished Hello Kitty cross stitch kit. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw and you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and click on my face to subscribe to my channel. Hopefully at the end of the month, you'll see this is completed. But yeah, thank you again so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Hi friends, sorry, so I forgot to actually add one more. I was looking at my stuff before I started putting it away, and I forgot that I have this one as well. So you may have seen, if you follow me on Instagram, I was creating kind kind of like a junk journal with some of these sticker shop orders that I've bought from. So this is an old A5 Archer and Olive planner. It's like a dated one. Oh, I was using it for something. I was using it for one thing, but then I didn't continue with it. Um, and it was an old outdated. So I didn't finish it. So instead of kind of like tossing it, sorry, that's my baby in the background. I decided to use it for kind of junk journaling, but using stickers from sticker shops that I just purchased from, just to use the stickers. So this was, you might have seen this post on my Instagram, and this one too. So this one was from Scribble Pins Co. It's a junk journal kit. And I'm still figuring out how I want to use this. But this is how it came out. And then this one you might have seen also. This is from Paper Hunt. This was from my Black Friday order. And so the idea is I want to see, this is how the spreads look like, and it's outdated. And I want to use this space for this kind of stuff. So stickers that I get from shops that come with like the freebies, the packaging. I'll probably do more of these junk journal style from like the junk journal kit, just to mess around with. If I get any washi tape, I'll put that in there as well. So yeah, forgot to add that in there. So this is my full complete journal set.